Welcome back to Two Dogs Talking Ball. This is episode 4. And today, I know we're doing a couple episodes kind of in between everything, but why not? I mean, it's our show. We can do whatever we want.
We call the shots.
Today, we're going to be talking about some college basketball games last night, the hockey, men's and women's, Joey Aguilar situation, because that's something interesting. Yep. Softball, Tennessee softball.
Number 1.
And this is a good topic. College baseball not being on TV. And I think we're going to start off with the Olympics. So, let's just get rolling right into this.
So, I really don't watch, like I said, I know I said this in a previous episode, I really don't watch much hockey. That's more for him. So, Team USA, the women's team, is a big matchup coming up, and just kind of go in discussion, who are the key players, how confident are you going into the matchup against Canada for the gold for the women's side?
Well, I mean, they've been pretty good. They've been outscoring their opponents 31-1 in these Olympics. I mean, they've just been dominant. And they already beat Canada. They beat them 5-0. So, I mean, beating them twice is tough. Beating them twice in a row, that's always tough, no matter what. No matter how good you are, still got to look good. But some of the key Hillary Knight is their captain. She's 36 years old, and she still has 3 goals, 3 assists. For a 36-year-old,
that's good.
She's still playing top of the level in the Olympics. I mean, she's good. But another player that has really surprised, and she's only 23. Her name is Caroline Harvey. She's a defensewoman. Well, defensewoman, But she has 2 goals, 7 assists in these Olympics, which is the most on the team. She has the most points on the team. And for a defenseman, you just don't see that much in hockey. So that's pretty good. And she has a plus-minus of a plus 14, which means that you're on the ice when they're scoring. Mm-hmm. So you've been on the ice for 14 of their goals, and she has 9 points on those. I mean, I'm pretty confident that they're going to win, but you just got to be careful because you never know. What if you come out slow, Canada comes out on fire? I mean, this is a gold medal game. Everything's on the line. That's just how I look at it. But I think they win.
For the men's, obviously their next match is it's
today.
Today,
they
yeah.
Play today.
Just kind of going to a brief statement on how you feel about our matchup against our opponent, and just kind of who are the key players for the men as well tonight.
I mean, Sweden's a pretty good team. This is a quarterfinals. You want to win this game. You have to win this game to move on to the semis. But Austin Matthews, the captain, I mean, he's been so good. And I wish he was on a better team than Toronto in the NHL because this dude deserves to win. He has the winner's mentality. But being on Toronto, they always choke in the playoffs. It's always been a thing with them. But, I mean, he has 5 points. But tied with him is Matthew Tkachuk. And the Tkachuk brothers, the 4 nations last year, they both were good. Now this year, they're both still doing good in the Olympics. It's just seeing them do good. It's really good. I think USA will win this game. And, I mean, both the Tkachuk brothers, good. Matthews, good. They have a good team. There's a lot of NHL players on these teams.
I'm going to ask one final question. You kind of mentioned last night to me that there's no fighting. That's kind of the part that's taking out the game. Yeah. Like I said, I don't watch hockey that much, but every time I watch hockey, things like that kind of bring the spark, bring the energy to a team that's maybe struggling or is down in the game or just anything big going on. So how do you feel about them taking that part of the game out, and how does that affect, the mentality of some players in certain aspects?
Well, I think it's a shame because you got some of these players in this Olympics that were fighters. There's a guy that was on Team Czechia. His name is Radko Gudas. He's a Ducks player, former Flyer. He was known for fighting. And you're taking an aspect of his game because he can't do that. I mean, yeah, he can still hit the players, which he does. I've seen him do it in these Olympics. But you're taking the aspect of him being able to fight. And then other guys, you have the Tkachuk brothers. Right out of the 4 nations gate against Canada in the final game, there was 3 fights in a minute. Instant. 3 fights. Both brothers fought. And then there was another guy who fought. But that place was rocking. Everyone was ready to go for the rest of the game. Now it just kind of feels a little
different.
Yeah, it just feels weird without having that. Because some dude gets knocked down. He wants to go protect his teammate, but he can't drop the gloves with the guy. So he just kind of has to hit him back, check him. And I just feel like just taking that bit of the game out just kind of hurts it. And I feel like you lose some fans with that. Not many, because it's still the Olympics. A lot of people are watching this. It's one of the biggest sporting events out there. But I think just taking that out is a real shame for hockey at that point.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And so now next topic, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Was there So I don't watch basketball much. So college basketball last night. In the men's, was there like any upsets?
There were a lot. There were a good amount of upsets to talk about. I'll start off with North Carolina State versus North Carolina. I think North Carolina State beat them 82-58. And, you know, I went back and watched the highlights of that game right before this video happened. And, you know, North Carolina just looked, I mean, they just came out flat. They came out flat. They came out mentally unprepared. And, you know, obviously, you know, that's an in-state rivalry game. You've got to be jumping for that. I don't care if it's North Carolina State. I don't care if it's Duke. You know, all of those teams, you have to come out jumping. Even like you're a top 25 team. You're on the road. You have to play hard. You have to play smart. Smart is not shooting 5 of 33 last night like North Carolina did at 3-pointers. They were, I think, They were 1 of 16 in the first half. So you went 4 of 19 in the second half. See, that's one thing that, you know, for me, college basketball, a lot of teams do. If your inside game is not working, don't jack up threes. Find different ways to get your guys the ball, okay? You know, scheme schematics. Find different ways. Don't start jacking up threes. Don't be like the Lady Vols. Just don't stop. And another one that I could talk about maybe, I wouldn't say it's an upset, but it's a statement win. Michigan versus Purdue last night. Number 1 Michigan went to number 7 Purdue and put up over 90 points on Michigan. And the one key thing that I really saw from that game last night is if you have a team that shoots 50% from field goal range and 50% from 3-point range, more than likely you're going to win. You know, the one thing Purdue did better, which is not saying much, they out-rebounded Michigan. But Michigan had multiple guys in double figures. And when you have that type of mentality, you have those type of players, you're going to win those big-time ball games. And the last major upset that I saw was Arizona State knocking off Texas Tech. And Texas Tech recently just took down former number 1 Arizona at Arizona. So that says something. And Arizona State's one of those teams that are like, they're on the bubble. They're like, you know, they're right there getting into the tournament, but they have to get those key wins. And I think this is their first ranked game in 12 games. So, and I didn't look into that much, but I mean, they were on a significant losing streak against top 25 teams. But to get that big win and beat Texas Tech by double digits, it's saying something. So, you know, upsets-wise, those are really key upsets. But obviously Michigan's not an upset, but that's still a statement win for college basketball as well.
And I only watched a little bit of a game last night because I was busy doing homework and I got home from work.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched a little bit of that Kentucky-Georgia game.
Oh, man.
I mean, that was I thought
nail-biter.
I mean, Georgia's now 5-40 at Rupp Arena.
Yeah.
After that. Like, they haven't won there since 2009. Then they went in there to last night and
held on to a lead.
They learned how to beat them because, well, Tennessee does not know how to beat them, especially if you get a big lead on them.
Like Rick Barnes says, you take the 2 first half against Kentucky, we're national champions.
Exactly. Now, moving on to the women's basketball, because I heard that you mentioned them in that, and I didn't get to watch that game.
You didn't miss much.
So, what happened in that game? Because I didn't really get to see it. It didn't look like a good game, obviously, with the final score, but
we lost.
Well, I can tell. I knew that much.
Well, you know, it's one thing that you can't do on the road, come out flat. You know, the first quarter we shot, I think, 4 for 16 from the field goal, and we shot 2 for 6 from 3-point. 2 for 6 is not bad in a quarter. That's 33%. The problem is, where do I start? I mean,
that's what Bush Jones wants to know. Where can I start?
I can't be done, but I can start it. But, you know, I can blame the refs because Ole Miss they were 1 free throw attempt away from 40, and we had like 17. They called 29 fouls on us, and I think they called 12 on Ole Miss for 15. But, you know, when your post players combine for 7 rebounds in a game, your 2 starting post players, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. The sad thing about it is Lauren Hurst, great basketball player, excellent freshman, true freshman, great basketball player. She does not need to be your rebounding leader. I think she was 1 rebound away from a double-double last night as a freshman on the road in a top 25 environment. That's good, but your seniors have to step up and do better than that. Z Spearman, 2 points, 4 rebounds. And she's why is she bringing the ball up the court? You got Talasha Cooper. You got the second Paldo twin. You've got Nia Robertson. You've got Kanaya Boyd. I mean, Z Spearman needs to. No.
No.
But, the fact that we only lost that game by 11, I call that a win. I don't. But the one thing I will say, Cody McMahon for Ole Miss is a heck of a ball player. And the funny thing is, last year when the Lady Vols faced Ohio State in the tournament, we faced against Cody McMahon. And this was kind of a revenge game for her because we saw her last year and she wanted some revenge. Now, I'm going to go into detail about something, Jason. I might go on a rant here for a few minutes.
All right.
The Kim Caldwell post-game handshake.
Oh, yes, I did see that video. I definitely saw that video.
They want to talk about that. Cody McMahon did the same thing to Kim Caldwell last year after we beat them in the second round at Ohio State. That wasn't mentioned that much. But, oh, no. Kim Caldwell does something bad. Fire her. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all got spoiled by Pat. We got spoiled by Pat Summitt. We kind of got spoiled by Holly Warwick. Kelly Harper,
we got spoiled.
Get her out of here. Well, she can't. I don't even know. But that's what I'm saying. Y'all got to give Kim Caldwell a chance. I know we're 2-7 against top 25, but y'all go and try to play South Carolina Road. Y'all try to play Texas. Y'all go play UConn. Y'all go play UCLA. You're not going to do better. You'll do a whole lot worse. Y'all look like a freaking JV ball club. I don't know. If I tried guarding Azzy Fudge, she'd break my ankles. And my ankle's already half broke anyway. But on a serious note, give Kim Caldwell a chance, please. Our team is young. I mean, over 50% of our roster is freshmen. Give them time to grow. Please give them time to grow. If we fire Kim Caldwell, who in the world are we going to get?
Kelly Harper. Bring her back.
We ain't getting Dawn Staley. We ain't getting Kim Mulkey. We ain't getting Derek Dooley.
Let's just bring Jeremy Pruden.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no.
He'll carry us.
For Lady Vols game last night, on a serious note, it's tough to win on the road, but you cannot come out flat, and you cannot miss your free throws. You can't miss your layups, especially wide open layups. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have a true freshman being the team rebounding leader in a true environment road game. You can't.
Well, you can. We saw it happens. That's certainly something.
But, kind of sticking with, Tennessee athletics. Joey Aguilar has definitely had a crazy past couple months, with his, NCAA ruling on can he get a year. We want him to come back. Can he get one more year? I want him to come back. I know you want him to come back.
Always.
But if you would just kind of go into detail of, what you feel about the situation right now.
Well, this situation's been weird to me.
Yeah.
As a whole, because, they keep pushing it back. And to me, they just need to make a decision because the combine's coming up. I mean, this dude needs to know if he's going to have to go try be in the NFL or if he's got to get ready for the fall with Tennessee. I mean, he's got to know what's going to have to happen. I saw that he's going to the combine for 2 days because he doesn't know what's going to happen. And I thought we were going to get an announcement yesterday, but that didn't happen.
No.
And then I was heard today. I haven't heard anything about it. It's been so silent. I don't understand what happened. And, I mean, the judge is a Tennessee fan that I saw.
Yeah, he is.
And the attorney's also a Tennessee fan. You got all these Tennessee fans. Well, then why not bring the guy that wants to be here? Let him stay for another year at that point if you're Tennessee fans. I mean, why not?
Yeah, and I will say...
I think we have a better chance of winning with Joey right now just because he had a year in the system. And we saw how good we were. And now you got to rebuild defense.
Defense should look good this year. They should look a lot better than last year.
Well, I mean, that's not hard. I mean, your competition is last year, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think your chances, we could go 11-1 if Joey gets to come back. I think we could.
We still have
receivers. I think if he's gone, I think we maybe 8-5, 8-4, whatever.
Like it was this past year. And I will comment on Joey as well. I mean, he's just not in it for the money. He loves the game of college football.
He wants to be. If he wanted to leave,
he wouldn't fight this hard for it.
And if you give him another year and he goes chases a bag, that's not good. But if he wants to come back here, I don't care. And if he said, like, you don't have to give me money or anything, just let me come back for another year. I don't see a problem with that.
if you really sit back and think about it, tell me how Trinidad Chambliss for Ole Miss got denied. Months later, he gets back that quick.
Exactly.
But you're pushing this case with Aguilar back more and more and more. You're pushing it back to where it can get pushed back the week before the NFL draft. You push it back more and more, you're screwing him out of just anything. Yeah. And it's not fair to Aguilar for that. So, I mean, I hope and pray they make a decision. I hope they make a good decision when he can come back. But just make a decision for this kid's future.
Yeah, either tell him no or yes. It's that simple.
You say yes or no.
You say yes, you get another year.
Not hard.
Okay, thanks. No, you don't get another year. Okay, I'll go get prepared for the NFL draft. Yeah. And do I think he'll get drafted? Probably not.
If he does, it's late, early day 3 or.
But that's still better than not knowing what anything.
He'll definitely get signed
because he at least needs a combine. I mean, this dude needs something, anything right now. It's just not been a good.
It's not fair to him.
Yeah,
it's not fair.
Ruining his offseason like this. Well, moving on from Joey.
I love you, Joey.
We're going to stay with Tennessee. We're going to talk about the softball team because that has been an interesting. It's been a crazy season so far.
In a good way.
Yeah, I mean a crazy
great
good
way.
Crazy good
great way.
I mean, what do you have to say about this softball team this year so far?
I mean, you're 10-0. You're outscoring your opponent 76-4. 6 top 20.
I was gonna say
it's top 25
wins. It's not just nobody's there. We're not just being ETSU.
And you've beaten 3 top 10s, and 2 of those top 10s were in the top 8 last year in the final 8.
And Nebraska has beat the number 1 team twice this year.
Yeah,
and crazy. We beat them 4-1, right?
Yeah, it was 4-1. Turn right back around. You beat Florida State 9-1. I mean,
we mercy rolled UCLA.
We did, yeah, we did.
11-1, or it was like that. But we still mercy ruled UCLA.
And, I mean, you take that. I mean, it just shows how much growth we had. Because you look at last year, Tennessee versus USA was close the whole way in the World Series, the final 8 games. But, I mean, you just look at – I'll start off with our pitching rotation. Aaron Newer, not even Carlin Pickens, throws a no-hitter. Well, I think, was it her that threw the no-hitter the first game of the season?
Yeah. Opening day.
The sophomore.
Straight out the gate, we instant boom no-hitter.
And BYU's not a bad softball team. They've had good seasons the past couple of years. And, you know, for her to do that the first game of the season and we mercy ruled them as well, I mean, with her being as good as she is already, that's taken so much pressure off Carlin Pickens, who's had to fill in, you know, so many roles by herself as a pitcher. You know, I think this year we've got such a great pitching rotation that Carlin's not going to be the standout player. She's going to be one of the standout players because you have that depth now that you didn't have the past couple years that we've had Carlin Pickens. And, you know, I mean, let's talk about the bats. I mean, I think we have 17 homers or something like that, 20 doubles, and the base running has been phenomenal. 20 stolen bases in 10 games. I mean, it's up from here. It's up from here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how we take this momentum into conference play next month. How we continue to grow and learn from the wins that we've had so far, and just continue to improve overall. And, you know, speaking of college, you know, one thing that we kind of agreed on before this episode was, obviously, there's not that many big college baseball games. Your D1 teams are playing JUCO teams. They're playing D2. They're playing low-level D1 games. But for us, we still feel that should be on national TV, like SEC Network or ACC Network or Big Ten Network or, I mean, all of those networks, but they're not. So, you know, how would you feel, you know, or how do you think it would change the game of baseball college-wise if they publicly show these games more rather than just streaming services?
Well, ESPN owns a little bit because the ESPN Plus games.
Yeah.
Which is okay. But a lot of people don't have ESPN Plus. I mean, a lot of people still watch regular ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
And why have we not gone to College Game Day for college baseball? I mean, you have a College Game Day for basketball, women's and men's. You got the football. Why not baseball? Baseball is still, softball or baseball. Both. Why not? We can have both. I mean, there's baseball all week. And Tuesday is, like when Tennessee and other teams play. But, I mean, you could do that. I mean, I don't know if they don't think that the viewership would be good, but baseball is such a growing sport right now.
Oh, yes. Continue to grow.
And college baseball doesn't get enough credit. For some reason, I mean, you get the playoff games, But for the regular season, I mean, you get
I mean,
you get the SEC Network Plus, you get the ESPN Plus.
I mean,
it's just I feel bad for the kids because they should be on television more.
the thing is, last year, I mean, it was a top 10 matchup between Tennessee and Bama. SEC Network Plus. That's a top 10 matchup. It's not on regular TV. Like, really? Come on now.
And I get they play basketball, NBA, all that. But you could fit in at least 2 games a day or something.
Well, the thing is, like, with baseball kind of starting, when basketball season's starting to pick up, you know, for Tennessee men, the games are normally on Tuesdays or Wednesdays and Saturdays. For the women, it's usually Thursday and Sunday. But the thing is, if you look at the time difference between games, if Tennessee were to play basketball, like last night, Lady Vols played at 7. I mean, it was a road game, but they played last night. And they played 3 hours after the baseball game had started. Well, the game started at 4:30, so it's like, and the game ended at 6:55. Because obviously, you know, it was a beat down by Tennessee. You know, we were scoring runs, striking people out, you know, getting out of innings quickly, which is what we need to do more and more. But you look at the different time difference, like the time constraints. There's no constraints at all. There's plenty of time for baseball and softball to get more recognition. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have all these invitationals with softball. There's 10 teams in one invitational. There was 1 game out of 10 games for Lady Vols that was on regular TV. And we've played 6 top 25 teams, and 3 of those teams were in the top 10. Only 1 of them was on TV. Only 1 of them. How does that make sense? I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, I feel bad for these kids because, yeah, they have the scouts watching them, but it'd be a lot easier for the scouts if they could just watch them on regular ESPN. Yeah, obviously they have all these other things.
I mean, you've got all these scouts, but the scouts kind of have to report back to the organizations for ball clubs, which is starting this weekend for spring training. It's like,
and the fan side of it's really bad for us because you have to pay for all these extra streaming services, Flow Sports, and just all these other ones that normally you don't care about, but you only need it for baseball season. So then, okay, after baseball season, I get rid of it.
What are you gonna do with it?
That's like $80 gone from baseball season, which, obviously isn't that bad, but it shouldn't be $80 to watch college baseball. It should be a lot better. It should be on regular TV.
Yeah.
And when March Madness going on, there's no games on ESPN, right? They're all on.
Well, for the women's basketball,
the
the men's is normally True TV, TBS, CBS, TNT.
So they could find room for these games on on any of the ESPN shows. ESPN News, ESPN2,
ESPN
ESPN. They have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's a lot.
But they never get played on that. You get bowling on like ESPN4. Okay, well you could put baseball on that at least.
I'm not taking anything away from bowling, but
college baseball is, I think, a lot bigger of a sport than bowling is.
Yeah.
And it's not getting played on TV when it should.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's very upsetting just as a fan to not be able to watch as much. But like you said, for the players, the players want to showcase what they're made of. They're showing it in person, but there could be a kid, watching TV one day, is like, man, I want to be like that guy. I want to kind of correlate my game to be like his. How you gonna watch him if it's not on and you're not at the game? You kind of can't. That's the thing. Look how, like you said, college baseball is still developing. You take college baseball for Tennessee 12 years ago, we were a bunch of nobodies. But then you get Vitello in 2017, and it's been nothing but up since he was hired. Obviously he's with San Francisco now, but you still have Elander, and the better, I feel like the better you play, the better you should get more, like the more you deserve attention. I really don't know what to say other than that. I just feel like they deserve more viewership than they're getting.
And I think it's coming because they put in MLB The Show games now. Now there's some college teams and they're adding more this year. So I think we're getting to that point to where, because a lot of people are probably using these colleges, and MLB The Show's looking like, well, man, a lot of people are playing with the colleges. Maybe ESPN, maybe we should tell ESPN to start playing these games.
Yeah.
Because there's so many college baseball fans out there, but we just don't see them enough because we don't get to watch the games that often. So it's hard to write about them when you can't watch them. It's just a bad situation.
I mean, and I will say too. I mean, I know Tennessee played, UNC Asheville, and then we played Nichols. We swept Nichols. I mean, that was a no-brainer. But and then we played UNC Asheville. But I know those are not two big-time programs. But I mean, you look at the fan base that showed up that whole weekend series. I mean, there was empty seats, but there was still really good crowds at games that are smaller. And like last night, it's an afternoon game. People got off work. People have class. People have jobs at night. There's still a good amount of fans showing up. And from a fan standpoint, okay, Saturday. Who we played basketball Saturday? I don't remember.
I mean, I don't watch basketball.
Who was it?
This past
LSU. It was LSU.
Oh, yeah.
And then Sunday, the Lady Vols played Texas. So you have 3 games going on at one time. 2 games one day, 2 games the other day. But there's still fans making time for both of those games in person. So now I just feel like if we can correlate that to making times, people want to take times a day for 2 games on TV, let's do it. Come on. I'll help you out. I mean, shoot. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll help.
We'll try our best.
They said it could be done. I said, when can I start?
Buzz Jones, man, he'll teach your son.
We're champions brick by brick. Champions of life.
Well, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. Tonight we're going to the Tennessee basketball game against Oklahoma. We're going to vlog that. We'll try to get that posted tomorrow, Friday. We'll try to get that up whenever we can. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Two Dogs Talking Ball, out.